Yes! Liverpool Premier League champions! We have done it, guys! Campeones, campeones, ole, ole, ole! Get in there! This is the best Liverpool side in history. 30 years! 30 years we waited to witness this, savor it, drink it in, and I poured a glass of wine for this Liverpool team, this really special Liverpool team. So I toast with you guys. Cheers! I'm so emotional. I mean, in this video I will be an absolute wreck. I have been supporting Liverpool since the 2000-2001 season, so it has been more than 20 years for me, but it has been 30 years for the Liverpool fan base. 30 years of wait, of heartbreak, of false dawns, of Liverpool almost went bankrupt under previous owners, and this is just absolutely incredible that not only did Liverpool win the title, but we absolutely annihilated, destroyed and dominated the Premier League, 23 points clear, and we won it with 7 games to go. This was unthinkable even before this season, and we finished ahead of Manchester City side, who got 100 points and then 98 points in the last 2 seasons. So this is not an ordinary title, this is a very extra special title, and Liverpool are the most deserving Premier League champion in the history of the Premier League, and this Liverpool team can still break a whole host of records. We will talk about that later, but first, guys, if you are excited about Liverpool being Premier League champions, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you are new to my channel, and I will keep posting daily Liverpool content. And it has been an incredible journey. Jurgen Klopp took over 5 years ago, and he promised Liverpool fans that he would win at least 1 title in the next 4 years. I think maybe 4 years ago he didn't take over. 5 years ago, I think it was 4 years ago, but this is Jurgen Klopp's 5th season, 4th full season, and he won it with an absolutely incredible style of play. I mean, this Liverpool team is really special, and I'm not exaggerating. This is the best Liverpool team that I have seen in my lifetime, and I think it's better than the Liverpool teams in the 70s and the 80s because of the points total and because of the incredible winning percentage. Liverpool won more than 90% of their games in the Premier League this season, and if you count last season as well, it's equally impressive. Liverpool have been the most consistent team in the world in the past 18 months, 2 years. We went back-to-back Champions League finals, we won 1 Champions League, we got 97 points in the Premier League last season, and in this season surely Liverpool will get 100 plus points. And part of me wanted Manchester City to win this game so we can become champions at the Etihad, but another part of me wanted for Guardiola and Manchester City to have to stand guard of honor in front of Liverpool and the Liverpool players and Jurgen Klopp before the Manchester City-Liverpool game at the Etihad. And also, part of me wants Liverpool to break all of the records and to win the Premier League by the biggest margin ever, and Liverpool are close to that. We are 23 points clear of Manchester City, and who knows, Man City might drop even more points. This has been an incredible journey. Jurgen Klopp took over a Liverpool side that in the end finished in 8th place, and then Jurgen Klopp guided Liverpool to a Europa League final which he lost, then he guided Liverpool to a League Cup final which he lost, and then he guided to Liverpool to a Champions League final which he lost. And everybody, all the rival fans were saying Liverpool will never win a trophy, Liverpool will never win the Premier League, Liverpool will never win a big trophy again, and Jurgen Klopp is a fraud, and so on and so forth. And many rival fans were mocking Liverpool for the past 30 years for not winning a Premier League title. Now those rival fans can't mock Liverpool because of that, and now Liverpool rightfully are the champions of England, the kings of England, the kings of the Premier League, and this is such an emphatic title win as well. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me, absolutely incredible what this Liverpool side have done under Jurgen Klopp. And also we did it without breaking the bank. Yes, we signed a couple of world-class players for huge amounts of money, Alisson and Van Dijk, but we funded those transfers by selling our best player at the time, Philippe Coutinho, to Barcelona for 142 million. So shout out to Barcelona as well. They actually funded part of this great Liverpool side as well, and shout out to Coutinho for leaving Liverpool to Barcelona. And as much as I would love to have him back at Liverpool, the most important thing is that Liverpool stepped up another gear, and as soon as we signed Van Dijk, we were a different team. And this shows what an important leader Van Dijk is. And also Manchester City made the biggest error possible. They sold their leader and their best defender, Vincent Kompany. Well, they didn't probably sell him, he left basically Manchester City, and they didn't replace him. And it showed. Man City are now on course for a 77-78 point season, which is, after a 98 and a 100 point season, a massive disappointment. It's a huge drop off for Guardiola, but that doesn't take anything away from Liverpool and Liverpool's achievements. Liverpool have been by far the best team, and even the Man City of last season and the Man City of 2 seasons ago wouldn't be able to cope with this Liverpool side. In my opinion, this Liverpool team would win the title in any given season in the past and in the future as well. This is the best Liverpool team that you will ever see in the Premier League, and probably the best Premier League side actually that you will ever see in terms of the points total. I don't think it will ever be matched. I mean, we went unbeaten almost, bar the Watford defeat, which was just a fluke result. Watford won 3-0, and before that Liverpool just won, we drew 1 game against Man United and we won the rest of them, which is an absolutely incredible statistic. And still, for Liverpool to win 28 of the first 31 games in the season, I think it's unprecedented. I don't think it will ever be done by anybody else. So let me know, guys, what do you think about this Liverpool side? What do you think about the season? And what do you think Liverpool's future holds? Because I don't think Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp will stop here. This team is still a pretty young team. Apart from maybe the front line, everybody else is a very good age, especially the fullbacks, the goalkeeper, even the centre-backs, Van Dijk and Joe Gomez. They can still go on for another 4 or 5 years. And maybe Jordan Henderson and Milner won't last 4 or 5 years. Maybe Salah and Mane won't last 4 or 5 years. But Liverpool, for the next 2 years, can still dominate the Premier League with pretty much the same squad. And I'm sure that Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool will add to that squad, because they realize you need to improve and keep improving and keep pushing forward on the front foot when you are on top. But this Liverpool side is a generational, absolutely incredible team, and this Liverpool team will go down in history, not just in Liverpool history, but in football history, as the best Premier League team that ever was, in terms of the effectiveness, the absolute incredible win ratio. I don't think it will ever be matched. Will there ever be a team which wins more than 90% of their games in the Premier League, considering that the Premier League is getting more and more competitive, more and more teams are getting incredible amounts of money, and they can buy some of the best players in the world. And Liverpool absolutely destroyed and dominated this league, the hardest league in the world, which just shows that this team is just absolutely second to none. It would win probably all the other leagues in the world if it would start in those leagues. And this Liverpool team, I mean, Alisson, the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, Trent Alexander-Arnold, the best right back in the Premier League, Robertson, the best left back in the Premier League, Van Dijk, the best centre back in the Premier League, and Joe Gomez is not far behind. I think Joe Gomez is in the top 5 Premier League defenders. And then we have Fabinho, the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League. So that's straight away, that's your defense, your spine, your defensive midfielder. and almost all of them, maybe except Joe Gomez, are the best in their positions. And then you have Jordan Henderson and Oxlade-Chamberlain, or Henderson and Wijnaldum. They are absolutely amazing centre midfielders. Maybe not the best centre midfielders in the Premier League, but both Wijnaldum and Henderson work so hard, and especially Henderson is such a great leader. He is absolutely the best captain that Liverpool could have at this time, because he shows the way, he leads with example, and also he has immense respect, and his aura, he is like a warrior, a captain of the truest, purest form, in the purest form. And then probably you have the best attack in the Premier League alongside Manchester City's Salah, Mane and Firmino. Firmino has been not scoring as free-flowingly as he used to last season. He scored 27 goals, I think, Bobby Firmino. This season he only has 8 goals in the Premier League, all of them coming away from home. And still Liverpool could cope with that Firmino hasn't scored all season at Anfield, which I have no idea how he has done that, because he had a lot of chances. He actually had like 19 big chances, Firmino, this season. So yes, his finishing has not been the best, but I don't want to criticize him because his overall contribution is second to none. He is probably the best striker in terms of his overall contribution to the team. If you just look beyond just the goals, what he does for the team, it makes this Liverpool team tick. And also Salah and Mane, 2 of the best wingers in the Premier League, probably alongside Raheem Sterling and Mahrez and players like that. They are the 2 of the best wingers in the Premier League, 2 of the top 5. Salah is on course to win his 3rd Golden Boot in a row, his 3rd top scorer award. He just needs 2 more goals and then he will catch Jamie Vardy at the top scorers chart. And I'm still really looking forward to the rest of the season, because this Liverpool team, with the weight of their shoulders, can play even more free-flowing football, and they can absolutely dominate still the Premier League. I think Jurgen Klopp will go with their strongest possible lineup, maybe sprinkle in 1 or 2 young players for the rest of the season, but otherwise I think that Liverpool will go and try and win all the remaining games, because that's just how Liverpool are. And now what I want this Liverpool side to do is to overtake Manchester United and get their 20th and 21st Premier League title, 21st title overall, their 2nd and 3rd Premier League title. Man United won 20 Premier League titles. The last one came, I think, 7 or 8 years ago under Sir Alex Ferguson. Now Liverpool are on 19 league titles, and we just need 1 more to equal Manchester United's Manchester United's overall title number, and then 1 more. So Jurgen Klopp, I think, can win 3 Premier League titles in a row. I'm not exaggerating when I say that this team will take some catching up to do, I mean, next season. And yes, the top teams will try, but probably this whole football pandemic and the whole football financial crisis is actually in favor of Liverpool, in that not all of the top teams can spend as much money and can strengthen as much as they would have liked normally in a normal transfer window, and that actually keeps Liverpool at the top, in my opinion, in the Premier League. I don't want to make any predictions, but Liverpool will be favorites for the Premier League title next season, that's for sure. And I just saw Jurgen Klopp crying on Sky Sports News. That made me really emotional. I mean, this man worked so hard to get this club back to where it belongs, the top of English football and the top of European football. And this is what Jurgen Klopp told Sky Sports about his feelings. There's a sense of relief, because after the 3-month interruption, no one knew how the season would come back. This is for all the fans. I hope they celebrate it. It's all in our hearts and our heads. We do it all together, and it's a joy to do this for the fans. I have no words. It is unbelievable, much more than I thought was possible. Becoming champions with this club is absolutely incredible. This is for Kenny, for Stevie, everyone. The Manchester City game was really tense. I didn't want to be involved. It was tense, but it is incredible from my players. What they have done over the last few years is exceptional, and it's a pure joy for me to coach them. This is a big moment. I have no real words. I'm completely overwhelmed. I never thought I would feel like this. And Graham Souness said this: they have been fabulous, this Liverpool team. It's not just about this season. If you go back 2 years in the Champions League final, which they lost to Real Madrid, they went back the following year and won it, but they missed out on the title for Man City. This is a special team. This is a team going forward. You can't say they will win it every year, but they will come very close to winning this trophy, and the big European one, every time they go out and cross that white line on the pitch. The manager instills that they have to give absolutely everything for the cause, and when you combine the effort with the qualities that Liverpool have, especially up front along the back, they are some team. And Jamie Redknapp, who is another former player, said this: the decision to bring in Jurgen Klopp has proved to be inspired, absolutely inspired. He is a leader of men, and he managed to conjure up something so special, and Liverpool fans adore him. You can see how much they buy into everything he has done. And I think the Jurgen Klopp will go down as the modern day Bill Shankly of Liverpool. He returned Liverpool to the absolute pinnacle of European and English football. And I will be honest, when we had Roy Hodgson as our manager and we were in the bottom half of the Premier League in December and January, and we were really struggling big time, we looked a million miles away from not like winning the Premier League, but we looked a million miles away from actually even qualifying for the Champions League. And yes, we had some great season in 08-09 where we almost won the title. In 2013-14, that was probably the most thrilling season apart from this one, the Luis Suarez season, where he scored 31 goals to break the Premier League goal scoring record, and Brendan Rodgers almost won the title. And I think it's pretty poetic that Manchester City lost this game to Chelsea in a similar fashion to how Liverpool lost that game against Chelsea, that pivotal game, which in the end gifted Manchester City the title. And Steven Gerrard must feel absolutely an immense joy. He couldn't win the Premier League. That was my biggest regret as a Liverpool fan, to see Steven Gerrard, one of the best, if not the best Liverpool players to ever play for this famous football club, and his slip cost Liverpool the title. But now it's all good, because finally we can say Liverpool are Premier League champions. Absolute glorious scenes of emotion. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And oh my goodness, I will have a lot of great content for you guys to come tomorrow. Really looking forward to it. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.